Today, I'm going to talk about one of my favorite topics, which is engagement rings. And I'm going to tell you a couple sneaky ways that you can find out your partner's engagement ring size without spilling the beans that you have a big surprise plan. So there's two big ways that you can find out someone's ring size. The easiest one is if your partner wears rings regularly. You can really use that as a tool to find out their ring size. You have to be sneaky and you have to pay really close attention. I will also give a solution for those of you that don't have partners that regularly wear rings on their ring finger, how you can figure out a size later in the video. Okay, let's say you have a partner and they wear rings all the time. They wear a ring on their traditional engagement ring finger. The most important thing for you to do in this case is to pay attention to which ring that ring is. Because what you're gonna do is when they're not home or not around, you're gonna grab that ring and you're actually gonna size it on your own finger. I'll tell you a little bit about what I mean by that. So let's say your partner has this ring. I just happened today. I knew I was filming this video, so I wore one that fits me perfectly on my ring finger. You're gonna take the ring that you know they wear nicely on their ring finger, and you're gonna place it on a larger finger on your own hand, like the pointer. Take a Sharpie and mark it on your own hand, like this. When you go to your local jewelry store, they will be able to find the size based on that marking. It's always best to do this ahead of time. So if you are thinking about it, mark your hand. Always mark it here, because you know what? Your partner can be very sneaky and might notice a mark on their finger. We just don't want any questions. I know me, when I get caught off guard and someone starts asking me questions about something I planned on being a surprise, I just start stuttering. I make a huge fool of myself. It's totally obvious I'm hiding something. So let's try to hide it as much as we can, and maybe schedule it on a day that you know that you can go directly into a local jewelry store to figure out what that size is. Once you get into the jewelry store, they will have something like this, which is called a ring sizer, and you will find exactly what size that ring is. I know my own size. My size is a size 5, but they'll take this guide, they'll put it on your hand, and they will see it line up perfectly with that line that you created on your finger, and that will tell you what their ring finger size is. You can also, if you feel like you can sneak the ring out of the room without being noticed, you can take the ring directly to your local jeweler, and we can throw it on something called a ring mandrel. And this is another sizing tool we have in most of our workshops. All we'll do is take that ring, slide it on, once again, size 5, done and done. And just know that if you get the size wrong, almost every jeweler will be able to resize a ring for you. So I always say, if you aren't sure, size up, because it's a lot easier for us to take a ring size down versus a ring size up. Also, if you're planning on some fun pictures, at least your partner will be able to get the ring on their finger for the photos, and then we can resize it perfectly later. If it's too small, they're not even gonna be able to put it on their hand, and that's like, the worst possible scenario. So size up. Always size up if you're not sure. Okay, let's say that your partner doesn't wear a lot of rings, or you've never seen them wear one on this particular finger. This is where it gets a little tricky, and this is where we have to do a little bit of in-store sneakiness to get their ring size. One thing that we have here in my store is a big tray of rings, and I have pretty much trained every single one of my girls in the store on how to, I don't know, say like help people out when maybe they might be trying to figure out a ring size sneakily and make it less obvious that their partner is maybe trying to figure out their ring size. So what we'll do is we'll go and we will actually help the customer when they're at the ring tray, and we will start calling out the sizes. Like, we'll give them different rings and we'll be like, oh, your ring finger is actually a size 5. And we'll say it really loud, so it's loud and clear that everybody knows what size that ring finger is. But you can always go ahead a little bit before you head into a jewelry store and just let them know that you're trying to figure out the ring size. That way we in store can really help you and kind of make it less obvious that that's what we're doing. Quick little, I got to run to the bathroom. Head over to the store, let us know, hey, I'm bringing my partner in, I really need to find their ring size, and we'll do the work for you. We know what to do. We've all been well trained on how to find that ring size and make it look like it's our idea and we're just curious, or we're just trying to sell you a ring. That way you can get the ring size perfectly for your partner.